Sorry about the break. My camera died. And also sorry about the sound because coincidentally I'm doing the washing right now, so it's on the spin dry at the moment. Sorry if you get that noise through the camera. Anyway, as I was saying, here is the original photograph. So you've got the galaxy, the kid and the water, and here's my first draft of the galaxy, the water and the couple under an umbrella. I used the similar colours as what I did before. This isn't actually the final that I did. I did a slightly different clothing style for the people and different hair colours, so it suited them properly. But yeah, I enjoyed that. Here's a nice delicate photograph of just a girl running in a nice dress, an ice skater, a lion, some fish, an owl. Oh, doesn't he look so cute? I particularly like in this picture, so like the build up of the different colours. So I wanted him to be brown and reds, but also you've got to put through like some blues and some greens just to balance out, because no animal is just one colour, you know. And then I've used a wash for the green and some spots around him. Oh, this is adorable. Check out this cherry blossom tree on a little hill. I think it's absolutely amazing. If I want to boast, I'm sorry if I do, I like the fact that little shadows there, and I just love the shadowing actually on the tree itself. It's just visually pleasing, and the fact that it's a circle. I mean, it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I actually did this purely using, I used a wash. I built up on the wash, and then I don't know whether you can see, but it's basically made up using spots and so like, you know, when you flick the brush and the wet paint goes on top. That's it. That's what I've done there. I just really enjoy it. This was the second draft. I'll show you the first draft of that in a minute. I think it's in this pile. This is another owl. This particular owl has universe eyes. I don't know whether you can see that. And he's just sitting there on the wood, and he's got a dark background. I enjoy him. Oh, look. See, I told you I got a bit better at the Highland cows. How beautiful is he? I want to put this in a frame and on a wall, but I actually live in rented accommodation at the moment, and they don't like you punching the walls. So until then, he's just going to remain in this pile until I can actually prop him up on the wall. Oh, look, here's another owl. See, practice makes perfect. You start off with something. Oh, how did that get in there? That was a cat treat, by the way. Darn those cute, adorable cats. So, as I was saying, you start off with practicing. It might turn out a bit like this to begin with, but you will eventually turn out with something a little bit better. It's all about practice. So if you start off, don't be put down by that. Just keep going, keep practicing, watch a ton of YouTube videos, look at loads of reference pictures. You know, that's how we all get better, isn't it? Here's some cows standing in some water. It's a very light wash on this. I haven't finished it, if I'm honest, because I need to just darken up all of these different colours and the background, because I want the white to remain white and completely untouched by paint, so they're going to really pop out of the picture there. A little bit of an abstract concept of the cherry tree. As you see, I finished it, but it's not my favourite in the world. You know, try something new. Oh, this is the first cherry tree I did. So you can see the shadow, but this is landscape instead of portrait. I prefer the portrait because you can see how round the tree is. Here you've just got the bottom of the tree, but still, I think it's really lovely. Another more of an abstract idea. As I said before, I'm quite pants at landscapes, but here we are. It's a bit of a tree trail. Maybe I should practice that. Maybe I'll do another video practicing those. Another abstract of a zebra. Basically I used the Sharpie pen again to do the black on top of the actual colour. Oh, my first go at a cat. I love cats, but you know, where's his teeth at the front here? You know, something should be popping out. I don't know something went wrong with that. Another landscape. I think I used a YouTube how-to video for this, but I am particularly pleased with the clouds and how they came out there. Here we are, another galaxy. I've got a massive galaxy with light spots and a lot of purple in this one actually. And at the bottom I've got like some trees and some land, but most of it's focused on the immersive colours. Oh, how beautiful is that? Wouldn't you just want to sit there and have a look? So I've obviously got the sea and lots of trees and bushes and rocks, because obviously you're on the seafront. Another land in the background, so you're obviously in a bay area. And then just this amazing morning, so like sun and the colours. I don't know whether you've been by the sea in the morning or in the evening actually, but the sky can just, it's an orgasm for your eyeballs. It's just amazing. I love sitting by the sea. I actually really miss being by the sea because I live in London right now, or just outside London actually. But I really do miss seeing the sea, seeing the sky, you know. I want to go back there one day. Go back. This is actually one of my trio designs, so obviously these are a bunch of hares and some grass, some 3 cats, 3 birds. I do quite like this one actually. they're just so fat. It just makes me happy. It just does. Obviously, so like you've got your blue tits, Starling and Robin, beautiful. Oh, this is just a bunch of foxes running through some grass. Oh, led to the 3 fox idea. Oh, a cockatiel. I've actually got 4 of these beasts sitting in a cage. Don't worry, they fly out regularly. This is a monkey. Oh, and here's a parrot. I'm really proud of this parrot. I've never been able to let this parrot go because I think it's adorable. Again, I think I used a reference picture for this just to start practicing with the ideas, and this is where I learnt that I really liked using the different textures and also sort of like the strong brush strokes on top of the wash colours of the watercolour. I just really enjoy it. Really, really enjoy it. And then I've obviously got some bigger watercolours. Some went wrong, some went right. Here are just a few. This is an idea of something that kind of went wrong. It's kind of half done actually because I started with the undertones and I didn't like how it was forming, so I kind of gave up. If you check out my Instagram page, I actually did a digitalized photograph of this and completed it, so I was quite impressed with that, and it was my first go at doing digital photos as well. This is my one of my first attempts really at doing portraits and trying to get them right. I was trying to draw a friend of mine. She might be a bit insulted by this, but you know, as I said, live and practice. And then this is another go at that same person. She's aged about 30 years and looks very, very different. Yeah. Oh, terrible faces. Still. Bit too red. They was in the sun too long. And then people like to ask me as well, so like, what do I use for this? How do I paint all these pictures? You know, some are obviously better than others, but you know, how do I do it? And really it all stemmed from just one year at Christmas. My mom gave me a watercolor paint box, and here it is. And that's where it really started. I kept this box for years and I didn't know how to paint. I didn't know what to do with it, and one day I just picked it up and had a go, YouTubed it, and there we are. As you can tell, I keep all my paints in very good order. Obviously, the last time I opened this, I did not push the little paint tubes in enough. Oh, excuse me as I do this. Otherwise, let's face it, I'll never get done. once you start squeezing these tubes, they don't actually fit in these containers anymore. Hence, you'll see in another video of mine where I talk about my acrylic painting. I've actually taken out these plastic things and just have the paint all in there. But I quite like on this side, it's got all my paint brushes. So let's just go through the paints. In the set, you literally do just get every colour under the sun that you need. Obviously you mix together. It did come with this mixer. I use this just to flick. It's basically like a picnic knife. It's made of plastic. I use it to flick the paint brushes and create the textures. You've also got this, if I can get it out. I can't get it out. I don't even know what it is. It's a wooden thing with some metal ends. I really don't know what that is. It just stays in the box. I don't do anything with that, if I'm honest. It comes with a pencil, and then on the other side I've got my apron, all these different paint brushes. Obviously I use a lot of pencils. I've got my rubber, my good old Sharpie, and then I'll just run you through the oh look, here we are. See, I've still got this with me. Okay, so that thing that we didn't know what it was is actually called a stylus. Oh, see, live and learn, live and learn. Okay, so here we've got all these different paintbrushes, and this is a water, so like I think it's called an aquaflow. You fill this compartment up with water, and then it comes through the nib when you squeeze the actual container. It keeps everything nice and moist. And then you've got your big brushes, your fluffy brushes. This is how I did the lion mane. Again, here are my bigger brushes. I like to do that if I'm doing a large painting. And here are obviously my smaller brushes. Some are a bit more fluffier and so like flicky than the others. I like to try and keep these in the best condition as I can because I like the points on them. Typically my favourite brushes are this one and these two, just because they're a good size. I just like using them, personal preference really. But then also I had to go to the shop to buy one of these bad boys. It's literally just a nylon brush, but I hope you can see. But that is an absolutely teeny tiny brush at the end. As a comparison against the smallest brush I've got in my kit. See, it's absolutely tiny. I do really need a smaller one, but this is the smallest one I could find in my local arts and crafts shop. So there we are. I'm pretty sure this kit didn't actually cost a lot of money at all, and the paints last forever. Because let's face it, you don't need to be a millionaire to start doing art. Just grab some paper. If you're using the watercolours, you need the watercolour paper, of course, otherwise the colours just don't seem to merge across the paper as well. And then just have a go. If you don't know how to use watercolour paints, then look on YouTube. YouTube is a wealth of like videos and how-tos, and you know, you can just do it bit by bit and use the pause button and go back and try again, and it's brilliant. I hopefully, so like in time, I'm going to be doing those same how-to videos just to give people ideas on what I do and how I do it. So thanks for watching.